see if I can answer that.
What's the question when I got interrupted?
And I understand, you know, gentlemen and ladies, I understand that this is fever pitch important. But the reality is that while it is important and we need to be on each other like white on rice, we need to make sure that we do it right and that we respect each other. I will not come into this chamber and disrespect you, and I also don't expect my elected officials to disrespect each other. And when you do, that's a signal to me that you no longer want your job. The answer to your question is, my understanding is that the role of the county attorney is to be an advisor, not a decision maker. Neither the legislature nor the executive abdicates its responsibility to the county attorney for any reason, purpose, or otherwise. Also, the county attorney is the county attorney for all the legislators and is the advisor to all the legislators, because indeed you are all his clients. When he is secretive with one aspect of his clientele, that is injurious and dangerous to the democratic process.
That's right. Being that he works for all legislators, that a contract for a consultant to work on these maps can't be presented in public to all legislators.
You would only know that question because you know the inner workings of your legislative body, but transparency cures all.
Mr. Denberg, do you not recall when County Attorney Lorna Goodman represented the Democrats on the legislature?
She didn't do redistricting, that's for sure.
I think your question to me, Mr. Denberg, was about this time.
She didn't draw any maps.
Okay. Mr. Brewington, it will.
Yes,
Mr. Brewington, it will move forward. The legal situation will or will not untangle itself, and we will proceed. And if you want to bring us to federal court, bring us to federal court. I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm just telling you, it does not have to be that.
Well, I understand that.
You choose the ground that you walk on, and I'll just sweep up.
As we have gone over in great length, I'm advised that we have to take action. I don't know how you interpret Section 112 of the Charter, but to me, the legislature shall adjust its line within 6 months of the receipt of the census data. To me, it speaks pretty plainly.
Is that a quote, sir? Mr. Schmidt, I happen to have read the Charter, and I don't believe that that's a quote. Does anyone have that they can quote it to me? The exact section? I think your aide has it.
Section 112 of the county
charter. Read it slow so we get it in the record.
Read it slow.
The county legislature shall, within 6 months after public announcement of the enumeration of the inhabitants of Nassau County in each decennial federal census, commencing with the federal census for the year 2000, adopt a local law amending Annex A hereto to describe the 19 county legislative districts which shall be based upon the new census data.
And sir, with regard, thank you very much for reading that. Now, with regard to legal interpretation, that most of you up there, I'm sure, will remember me as a little skinny boy in Malvern High School. You sent me to law school. And the reason I went to law school was for reading a piece of legislation in totality, not in part. And when you read it as a cohesive part of a whole, that being the entire legislature and 112, it says shall, and the shall comes after defining. It sells, and so therefore, the process is that you, after you identify, you shall go through the process of making sure that those lines are done consistent with 113 and 114, and I thank you for giving me my argument.
And we shall agree to disagree.
And sir, sometimes disagreement is appropriate, other times it's foolish.
When we get there, you do what you have to do, we do what we have to do, they have to do.
So this is not a street fight. I'm only engaging you.
To answer the people, are we going to find a reason why you are ordering software for the Board of Elections? And will we get copies of Mr. Schaefer's contract?
I have a question for Mr. Brewington, if I may.
Yes.
Mr. Brewington, wait a minute.